What if the Mayan civilization never collapsed? Welcome, wanderers of the tenebrous continuum, to What If History, the podcast where we braid the fraying threads of time into strange new shapes and peer into the lurking shadows of possibility. I'm Colin Holmes, your conductor through this cosmic orchestra of alternate realities, where the orthodoxies of the past melt like wax into delirious new forms. Today, our eyes fix upon the Mayan civilization, those masterful sages of the jungle whose temples once soared toward the heavens like the fangs of slumbering gods. What if their empire, that grand tapestry of celestial wisdom and stone-carven wonders, had not succumbed to ruin? What if their influence thrived unbroken, projecting its cosmic might deep into our modern epoch? We are taught that civilizations must rise and fall, as if bound by some primordial edict beyond mortal comprehension. But let us rend that veil of inevitability for a moment. Imagine the ancient Maya refusing to yield to environmental tribulations or internecine discord. Their city-states, once fractious warrens of intrigue, become radiant beacons in the heart of Mesoamerica, united beneath a visionary leader whose genius borders on the mythic. Part diplomat, part warrior, part philosopher, this uncanny figure forges alliances where only bloodshed once reigned. No longer do Tikal and Kolok Mul unravel one another in endless war. Instead, they pool resources, share knowledge, and give birth to a union both delicate and enduring. Agricultural marvels flourish. Canals fed by hidden reservoirs snake through the jungle, and terraced fields climb to meet the skies. Rather than strip the land of its life, the Maya learn to coexist with the wilderness, guiding its growth with reverence that borders on the sacred. Thus, when the Europeans first loom on the far horizon, the Maya have long seen their approach etched into cosmic patterns. Their astronomers, who once charted the invisible highways of stars and planets, now divine the arrival of tall ships and steel-armored men. There is no chaos when conquistadors set foot upon Mayan shores, only a measured, deliberate response. The strangers confront not scattered tribes, but an empire vibrant with unity and flush with confidence. Rising above the humid canopy are the towers of regal metropolises, carved with glyphs that whisper to the heavens. Mayan envoys in sumptuous jade and shimmering gold greet these new arrivals, bearing themselves with a calm assurance that unsettles men accustomed to conquest. Instead of conquest, the Europeans find negotiation. Horses, firearms, and iron are traded for obsidian, cacao, and fabled gems. Though the newcomers boast of their own might, they barely perceive the measured gaze of Mayan philosophers and engineers, keen to dissect every morsel of foreign knowledge. Within a single generation, the Maya have reverse-engineered European technology, forging improvements that bewilder the very minds who introduced those innovations. Printing presses now produce reams of Mayan manuscripts, uniting old-world science with the labyrinthine intricacies of Mayan cosmology. Iron merges with obsidian in formidable new weapons, sharper and deadlier than anything the conquistadors could have conceived. Horses, once a novelty, weave themselves into Mayan military and ceremonial life, the thunder of their hooves echoing through temple courtyards bathed in torchlight. Leap forward a few centuries, and this newly solidified Mayan empire stands not as a mere regional power, but as a colossus upon the global stage. Picture the skyline of Mesoamerica draped in mist, stepped pyramids interspersed with sleek, towering structures of polished stone. Glyphic symbols dance across their surfaces, telling tales of gods, heroes, and cosmic mysteries older than memory. Far from stagnating, these cities bloom with creative energy. Sustainability underpins their expansions, ensuring that farmland continues to yield bounties without ravaging the environment. An industrial revolution of sorts awakens in these lands, driven not by coal, but by the abundant rubbers and resins secreted by the jungle's ancient flora. The result is a revolution that unshackles the Mayan civilization from old-world paradigms of smoke-belching factories. By the 18th century, the Maya have outpaced the very powers that once threatened to subjugate them. Their navy, swift and agile, commands both Atlantic and Caribbean routes. Their astronomers, unflinching students of cosmic order, refine navigation to near-mystical precision, guiding Mayan vessels through swirling storms to distant ports. When steamships belch black clouds in European harbors, Mayan airships, serpentine silhouettes gliding through tropical skies, have already taken flight. Fueled by enigmas that meld the best of European science with Mesoamerican ingenuity, these craft move with disquieting quiet, as though propelled by energies older than the Earth itself. Inevitably, their gaze ascends above the mortal realm. The Maya have ever reverenced the heavens, and this reverence transforms into an obsession with cosmic travel. Gone is the notion that the stars are solely the domain of myth. Instead, these luminous beacons are invitations for exploration, urging the Maya to defy the limits of Earth's gravity. By the dawn of the 20th century, their star priests venture beyond the planet's embrace in sleek vessels etched with glyphic wards against the unknown. Each mission blends science and sacrament, as though these astronauts wander not just through physical space, but also the labyrinth of the soul. Imagine them drifting past the lunar surface, their hulls reflecting ghastly Earthlight, carrying the hush of ancient rites into the silent gulf. Their cultural weight cannot be overstated. Mayan art, exuberant, surreal, touched by the haunting silhouettes of chthonic gods, captures the world's imagination. Global cuisine bows to the reverence of cacao, maize, and chilies. In every corner of the globe, sauces derived from Mayan tradition eclipse even the comfort foods of Europe and Asia. Grand Theatre, once the province of Greek tragedy, becomes a stage for Mayan dramatic rites, melding labyrinthine storytelling with rites of cosmic significance. Even cinema is conquered, as directors from the empire craft films rich with esoteric symbolism, weaving tapestries of fear and wonder that leave audiences spellbound. Yet to deify the Maya wholesale is to ignore the darkness that coils around their might. Power, ever a seductive burden, shapes the empire in ways both luminous and dreadful. Their epic expansions are not without betrayals and tyrannies, as any civilization grappling with cosmic secrets and unearthly ambitions must be. Rumors slink through the labyrinthine streets of sprawling cities. Accounts of clandestine ceremonies devoted to gods whose names flay the tongue, or cosmic energies that tempt madness. They say the incessant quest to decipher time itself might tear the veil that shields the human mind from unimaginable truths. So here we stand, in a present overshadowed by colossal Mayan spires and resonant with the hum of advanced technologies. Their cities serve as monuments to sustainable design, teaching the world how to harmonize progress with nature. Their starships have soared beyond Earth, establishing footholds on Mars and the moons of Jupiter. Mayan mathematicians and astronomers revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos as we adopt their venerated calendar for international reckoning of days. And everywhere, from phones to towering spacecraft, glyphic script elegantly merges the archaic and the futuristic. This is a civilization that never relinquished its place among the living, forever gazing toward the next horizon of possibility. What lesson are we to glean from this fantastical tapestry? Perhaps it is that collapse is never a foregone conclusion, that resilience and ingenuity can fling open the locked gates of fate. And yet, in the same breath, we must heed the warning. In our hunger for knowledge and dominion, we risk rousing slumbering forces that lie just beyond the edges of perception. This has been What If History, where we unravel the carefully woven cloth of time, only to stitch it back together into fresh nightmares and daydreams. If this journey into the labyrinth of what-ifs has captured your imagination, be sure to subscribe, share, and offer a review. I'm Colin Holmes, bidding you tread softly through the swirling echoes of possibility, and to remember that the past, far from set in stone, is ever on the brink of reinvention. Until next time, traveler, when the shadows of the unknown call us back into their endless depths.